Welcome back, friends. I'm giving $100 away to the first person that can find a YouTuber who has made more accurate calls than this channel in the past 40 days, which is the link that we've been uploading. You've got to beat the leg down on May 7th that we called to the day. You've got to beat the do not play the render breakout. It's in fact going to actually nosedive on this day. And we also gave everyone a second chance to jump in the AVAX short. We said AVAX is going to fall on the 5th of June, exactly when it do. The point that I'm trying to make is, I was watching this huge YouTuber the other day. He's got 250,000 subscribers, and he was telling everyone last week to load up on Bitcoin, and they were all just eating it up in the comments. It is horrendous. These guys are not winning traders. They're just actors in front of a camera. And I want to be judged strictly by the results that I produce on these videos, giving call outs to you guys. That's the value that I think any sane person should be looking for in this section of YouTube. And that's the value that I can guarantee I bring better than anyone else. Prove me wrong, and $100 is yours with a pinned comment on the top. Please find him. My name's Jesse, by the way. I'm a professional poker player and mathematician. We do crypto right on the Vegas Strip. KASPA is going exactly according to the predictions that we posted in our previous videos. We've still got a few weeks of waiting before I'm going to be ready to buy. When we jump into the KASPA charts, I'm going to show you guys some new techniques and tactics that you'll be able to take into any coin. Because I know why you guys are investing in KASPA. You want to get something that's safe, that you can buy and hodl, that you don't have to trade. The argument that I'm going to present to you is, I am going to trade KASPA. And for a lot less, I'm going to make a lot more. And I know what you guys are saying. No. You just find a good coin and you hold it. That's what everyone in the Flux crew said. I've been buying Flux on the lows and selling it on the top, and that volatility has been gold for me, while it's been a headache for everybody else. Now, our AI prediction machine, 2 different machines, have predicted a lot of volatility in the first year for KASPA. For people that are willing to trade it, this can be an enormous opportunity. And I am a long-term believer in KASPA too, but the volatility is something that all these big mining companies that are going to own enormous bags of it, they're going to be taking advantage of. They're going to get rich off of it. And as long as we have the skills and knowledge on how to do this, we can get rich off of it too. We're going to go over some techniques and tactics for how that we can do this with any coin. Taking a look at the KASPA charts, let's jump right in. The original pattern we charted on KASPA was that of a pennant. Now, when the pennant breaks to the downside, statistically, it will retrace 39.9%. It would be a safe guess that just under a penny will be the best deal we can possibly look for. Of course, how much is not the real battle. What the real question is when. When are the lows going to be in? And more importantly, when is it going to start to break out? And now that we've lost this one pattern, what do we do now? How do we start building and establishing a new trend or pattern to start charting off of? The first thing that we're going to want to start doing is looking for trend lines. And right here we can see tons of contact points right where this purple line is. So we're going to go ahead and drop a Fibonacci pitch right down on there, placing it in a fashion where it gets maximum contact points. And as you can see right here, this Fibonacci pitch makes absolute sense. Look at how we get rejected right on the golden pocket here. We punch right through the golden pocket. We're getting stuck on this level. And look, then we got turned around again on this level. This is the Fibonacci pattern in work. As time passes by and we start blowing through these levels, eventually, probably up here at the more spaced out ones, one of these levels is going to be the final trigger that starts sending KASPA up. Of course, there'll be other reasons that it gets bullish, but they will coincide with these levels. So as the candle is traversing patch each one, it's important that we pay attention to its behavior. Is it starting to look like it's spiking, doing a breakout? Is it pushing back, rejecting? Keep your eye on all of these levels, because as we can see, all the previous levels lined up, so we can bet our bottom dollar that the future levels will too. Giving you guys an example in real time of using this method with real money, because that's what this channel is all about. Making real trades with real cash and then showing you guys the technique so these experiences will become yours. You can't just get somebody's pick and then actually understanding enough to put your money in. You could get nervous. You'd be like, I don't understand what's going on. You've got to truly get it inside and out for it to become yours. That being said, let me take you over to this AVAX trade that we had. Now, this yellow arrow is where we originally started shorting, and we gave everybody a shout out last week to enter the trade right here on the 5th of June. Let's take a look at the exact setup that we did on AVAX that is just like this KASPA setup. As you can see, the original pattern wasn't a pendant like in KASPA. It was this descending trend line that started way on the top of the bull run of last AVAX and ended up just touching into here. As you can see, we broke out of this, retested it, and then started moving forward. So what we did was we did the exact same thing. We set the Fibonacci channel and lined it all up. Now we set this up, videotaped it on Sunday night on the channel, and this is what's happened since then. We actually got to this level right here, and as you can see, we did make a little bit of contact here. There was a bit of a stutter, and then there was a small retest. But the real magic happened right here. When the break downward happened, we completely bounced off of this level right here and then came back up. So back to KASPA, what's the matter at hand? While this price is traversing sideways, waiting for the miners to get in facilities, and those companies might possibly be buying huge bags, that's a word of advice I got from this AI thinking machine we're going to take a look at later in this video. While we're hitting these different traverse lines, keep your eye out for stuff that looks like a breakout. Our AI price prediction machine is the exact same it's been in all of our other videos, except for it has updated for the full year now. Before, it was only able to produce 6 months of predictions. It still looks like the low is going to be right around the 20th of July. This speed bump right here, the prediction machine did come up with. You can see that in earlier videos. That was actually a gray line. Now it's become blue. So it does look like the machine is very accurate with this candle. And it does see the spikes starting to come in August and September. It shows a lot of volatility here. Once we start to see some big spikes in KASPA, I'll go over and we'll look at some momentum indicators. In the video Falling Knife, we go over stochastics and chanceling oscillator, which are two great ways that you can accurately chart when the top is actually in on a cryptocurrency. That's what we'll be using, and that's what we'll be getting into when it's time to sell the tops. Of course, we will back this up with AI and some other tools as well. It's an AI learning machine. You ask it a question, and what it does is it then writes in Python computer code so it can go out throughout the entire web. What I asked it to do was read all of the code of KASPA and compare it to the code of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin while reading the white papers of all of these things to compare and contrast them, to come up with use cases, and to make a model projecting how much of the market cap of those three coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, KASPA could get. And the AI prediction machine said that KASPA could take 10 to 20% of the market cap of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. That doesn't sound like much. That is enormous. That puts KASPA in the top 10. This is a very rare call out by this learning machine.